Well, good morning. You know, y'all caught me. I got stuff on my hands, medicine, that makes my mouth numb when I touch it. But then my eye, I was tearing in my eye, and I had to get the tear out my eye, and I couldn't. So well, anyway, welcome in. And I say this a lot, and y'all just don't understand. You know, those two men up there, one's in a red shirt, the other one is in a shirt that's kind of confusing. It's a taco and a pizza. So I don't know what day of the week it is.
It's Pizza Tuesday.
Pizza Tuesday.
Yes.
Taco Pizza Tuesday.
Hey, if you have never had that taco pizza at CC's, you got to try it.
Oh, it's very
If there
good.
is a CC's pizza near you, 3 flavors we want you to try: the taco, the barbecue, and the spinach.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a must try whenever you go to CC's Pizza. Okay.
But going back to me, it's not your segment, it's my segment. I want to thank these two men up there. I'm so glad it is muted.
I know, right?
Wait, because these two men are like, for me, my lifeline. And they're like real buddies to Jeremy right now and forevermore. But this is the thing. I don't be on the chat with them as much as Jeremy does. And he turns around and, oh man, look what Scott did. Look what Scott, that's what he does.
TikTok train when it comes to rolling in.
Yeah. And so he'll show it to me, but I just want to thank these guys up top. They are like a lifeline, and Alice, she sent some motivational things over the weekend to me, a couple of them. And I know she's at work, but thank you, Alice. And then for Beth, I'm just going to say this. This is between me and you, Beth. Now, you really don't have to go on the cruise with Scott. This is a secret now. I'm going to take that back. Scott really don't have to go on the cruise, because, I don't like to be here Monday through Friday anyway. So guess what? Me and you, Beth, can go and not be a part of Gen Pop. So let's leave Scott at home. Okay. Just let me know. I'm already packed for 2.0. I can take some.
If it wasn't our anniversary cruise, I might take you up on that.
But listen, just because it's your anniversary cruise, I'm having an anniversary in December, so it's a win-win.
So that means that she's not going on the escape. You're coming with me and Hannah on the escape. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome in to Go Live Together. We are your morning shenanigan crew for everything cruise and travel. Good morning and welcome in. #Team Replay. If you are here for the replay, first of all, thank you guys so much for coming through. We are noticing an increase on the replay traffic, and we really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you. But for those of you that are in here right now, good morning and welcome in. Traveling with Tinkerbell, first up in the chat.
Tinker, I got your message. Okay, I got it, and I promise you I will. Tinker, just give me a moment. I will. I got your message, and I saw it twice. In fact, I read it twice.
Mm-hmm.
That lets you know that I got it. And I still, I don't know. I just don't know.
She says, Buenos dias, everyone. Sunny day in Florida, 5 days until Cruise Day.
That means it's 6 days to the Scott and Beth cruise.
The muster drill is going to be doing a muster drill in 6 days.
Yeah.
MSC Divina.
Yes, sir. And thank you for that donation of ferries. Next up in the chat is Yo, Brooklyn in the house. It's Taco Tuesday, but it's really Pizza Tuesday. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it into the chat. Good morning.
Viva la raza!
I thought it was just pepperoni tacos.
Oh, God.
Pepperoni. Hey, now, that could be an idea. They got these new little things at Little Caesars on Wednesday I'm going to try, though.
Yeah, those little cup looking things.
Little cup looking things. They look so good for $4. Okay. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have made it in. Good
Allied
morning.
reinforcements have arrived from the north.
PK Adventure Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Listen, Ryan, I sent you a message to your personal Facebook account. If you're able, please check that message and let me know.
Cruising with Keith has made it in. Hello. Welcome in.
What's up?
Goldie came back. Hello.
Hey, Goldie.
Wanda has made it back in the house. Hello.
Hello,
Welcome.
Wanda.
Hi.
And Facebook user. Oh, snap. This is Shonda. Hey, Shonda, you cannot hide behind because you are the only person who calls me this.
What's she calling you?
Auntie and Uncle.
Annie. Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's you. Good morning.
Or
We
Tammy.
see you.
Good morning.
Yeah, it could be Tammy too.
Yeah, Tammy and Shonda.
All right. And then the Mustard Drill has made it in the chat. Hello. Welcome in.
Where? I love that guy.
Right there. And I love him
And
too.
it's you.
And you, and you, and you.
and you. Ahoy there. Captain Billy J. Travels has made it in. Hello.
Hey,
Greetings.
I like that.
Oh, Wanda said, love the shade, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Leonard Family Fun has came in with the National Day of the Day. And there's a lot to unpack here. And I've been waiting on this segment of the show because baby just loves one of these days right here. It's a happy DIY day. Do it yourself.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we do, me and the girls, we do crafting. So yeah, I like that.
Yep. National Sam Day of Action Day. What SAM stands for is Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Mm.
So apparently April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And yeah, this is the day to take action. If you know of anybody that is being trafficked or you see signs of anybody being trafficked, be sure to hit that national hotline. And Eddie or Scott, if you guys could look that number up and throw it down in the chat, that would be so awesome. National PB&J Day.
Oh, Jesus, girl. I can't even stand to look at it.
Yeah, this is her section right here.
Oh my God, this is
What's up with the
peanut butter.
PB&J?
It just makes me throw up. You know, I can't even make the sandwich when the kids say, we want peanut butter and jelly. Oh my God, they even make a peanut butter and jelly that's combined. We got
Yes,
that.
we
Yeah.
have
So I am a fan of peanut butter and jelly, but back when my kids were really little, there was a short amount of time where for some reason we purchased this kind of like combination. It was called like goober or something like that or whatever. And then the peanut butter and jelly mixed together. And you know, that made me a little kind of like, like I was not really digging that for a while. And I think I actually said, you know what? The thought of that for some reason makes me sick. The thought of normal peanut butter and jelly didn't, but the thought of that did for some reason. I said, we can't buy it anymore.
And you know what they got now is these Uncrustables. You take them straight out of the freezer and let them thaw, and they eat them just like that. Okay.
Right? But here's the thing you do with the Uncrustable. You take the Uncrustable, you put a stick in it,
Yep.
you dip it in pancake batter, and then deep fry it.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Deep fried PB&J.
Oh my God.
Hey, man.
Wait.
But we got a real report from a real 8-year-old, Elijah. He says that it's got too much jelly in it, okay? The mixture of jelly versus peanut butter does not meet the standard.
In the Crustables.
And the Uncrustables spray jelly all over him. And it gets, it gets his shirt dirty. So celebrate accordingly. Also, it is National Ferret Day
I don't have one of those.
and National Reconciliation Day. Also, World Autism Awareness Day. Celebrate accordingly.
These were some good days.
Yes. And okay. Facebook user, no Uncle Jay. That doesn't sound good. LOL. Yep, that's her.
Oh yeah.
That is her. I'm telling you.
That's
Taco pizza. Yes, I love that shirt. I really do. Eddie and Scott are wearing Christmas colors.
Yes.
Wow, am I missing something here?
I can always count on Captain to make me laugh.
Yes,
You know.
absolutely. Okay, Tamika Davis, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Controversial Cruising says, sorry, I was playing the air guitar in the kitchen. Didn't realize it was 6 a.m. already.
Oh.
Good morning. Oh, and we got a donation of coffee. Look at that. That's for you, Eddie. Right there. How many cups is that? 5.
Whatever it is, it's not enough.
That's
Right.
5 cups. Hey,
Not for
that'll
Eddie.
work.
And that's just what Eddie drinks like right before bed.
Right.
Yep. And Tanisha says, oh, nothing like great and reliable lifelines. In this day and time, it's needed and appreciated. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
And
Yes,
these two
it
guys
is.
are my lifeline.
Absolutely.
They're our lifeline.
And look, Scott's laughing at you. Not to be a part of Gen Pop.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Gen Pop. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Jen, Jennifer from Embarkation Nation has made it in. Hello. Welcome
Yes.
in.
What's
And
up?
Chloe is the one that needed the vacation, not them.
I know,
because
right?
She had to get away. I saw that. That was really cute. So when I read that, that's how I got that with Hannah.
Mhm.
Hannah, do we need a vacation from Dad? And she said, yeah.
Good morning. Midlife Travels has made it in. Hello. Welcome in.
Okay, did you see Midlife's video?
Which one? Because we
Which
watched-
one? We've
Okay,
been
from the
all over
Jubilee.
the place.
It was from
On
the
the-
Jubilee.
Uh-uh.
Okay. And it featured the bar menu. And they had frozen fruity grape juice
Mm.
on the
Oh.
menu. I was like, what?
Yes.
Frozen fruity?
Frozen
Oh,
sangria.
they sound like Hannah. Say what?
I know, right? Wow. Okay. So, hey, frozen drinks. It might be, but we need to see them
No,
on the fair.
not just frozen drinks. Frozen fruity grape juice.
Grape juice. Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll work.
Yes.
Okay. Cruising with Keith says, every day is an anniversary. It's an extra day we're married. Oh,
Oh,
that'll work.
He got some brownie points.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got to work out of my mouth.
That was
Yep.
nice. That was real nice. Traveling with Tinkerbell has an update. The Mustard Drill is going to visit Colombia, Cartagena. Hope you like this port. I had a great time.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're doing these. My wife, she's the big planner for everything. So she's had all these excursions planned out. I think in Cartagena, we are doing these like classic car. We're doing like a tour in like a classic car or something like that. So I think it's I forget what it's called, but anyway, so we're doing that tour. So we're definitely looking forward to it. The one that I'm really looking forward to is the full Panama Canal transit. So it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be like like an hour and a half bus ride to one end, or an hour and a half bus ride at the end, and a 5-hour or 3-hour transit in between. But we get to go through the entire canal on a ferry.
That'll work.
Mm.
And yes, we do stand corrected. It was the wrong niece. Thank you, Tammy, for coming into the show. Hello, welcome in.
Love you, Tammy.
And then you know what? You get balloons just for the mistake.
Thank
There we
you.
go. Where's the balloons? Where are my balloons? They are not working. Okay.
Mm.
I have to get you some real ones, I suppose.
Yeah, we got
Jennifer's-
two. Oh, go ahead.
Jennifer
We got
says,
two
we saw the MSC Divina in port last week. It looked like a pretty ship.
anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think most MSC ships are very nice, very well appointed. Divina is one of their older ships, smaller ships. None of the cruise lines take the great big ships down to Panama. It's always a small ship to Panama. So
Our reactions aren't working.
Love you, Tammy.
Yes. You get some more hearts. Sorry about the confusion. But StreamYard doesn't let us know who you are whenever you
And
type.
plus,
type
we
it
got
in.
two nieces that call us aunt and uncle.
Right.
The rest of them call us
Cruising on the High Seas
and travel.
has made it into the chat. Good morning and welcome in. Oh, okay. Leonard Family Fun says Little Caesars near us wanted us to wait 45 minutes for those pizza cups the other day. No, thank you.
Oh God.
Oh, they're
no.
supposed to be hot and ready.
Yeah.
No, they're supposed to be.
And it should
small
only
and
take
ready.
15 minutes. I used to work at a pizza place. A pizza really takes 15 minutes once you get assembled. They go straight through this little roller oven
I don't know.
very slowly.
15 minutes.
15
Wow.
minutes. That's all it takes to cook a pizza. That's it.
Mine in,
I know this.
pizza was 8
Huh?
minutes. On our oven in pizza was 8 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah, 10 minutes usually.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Boom.
It's
Same.
me, Tammy. I love you, Tammy. We love you, Tammy.
Love you.
Hi, Tammy.
Bama Nola Adventures has made it in. What's up?
Yes,
Good morning.
Rooted in Essential
morning.
Oil has made it in. Hello.
yes. And we
Good
talk.
morning.
Hello, Mona.
We did. My
Yeah.
dad, he's a holistic healer as well, and he's all about essential oils. He's always telling me which oil would help with this, that, and the other, and so yeah, I know you guys would get along.
Yeah.
Love DIYs too. See, yep, it's DIY day.
I
Get
love
out and do something
DIYs.
yourself.
I do.
Oh, we got a lurker. Orange Cone Vlog. Hey, howdy. Hey, everyone. I am lurking in the background. I'm very sick today, waiting to go to the doctor.
Feel better soon.
Oof.
You can't call him today.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Cruising with Keith. I know he's in the doctor's office. Jelly is disgusting. I eat peanut butter by itself on bread or crackers.
I like both together.
Okay, so here's the thing. I really only prefer strawberry.
Oh, it's Shawnee. She loves strawberry.
Like I like and I really only like jam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't really jelly's kind of too sweet for me, and preserves is kind of not jammy jelly enough.
right. I don't like preserves.
I don't know. The blackberry preserves are really, really good.
Mm.
I love it.
Alice likes the Concord jam
Mhm.
with the Skippy peanut butter mix.
Okay, here we go. Captain Billy J. I like PB&J, but I don't like peanut butter in my Carnival chocolate melting cake.
Me either.
Mm.
I don't know where they came from.
Yeah. I always get it with 2 scoops of vanilla.
Yes.
Mm.
Me too.
Okay, Leonard Family Fun. The extreme I will go for PB&J is toasted bread. That sandwich should be
Ooh.
treated with dignity.
That's how they serve it on the
Carnival.
I'm not sure what day did he go into my valley.
And you got to pay $5 for that PB&J
Right.
on Carnival. Daniel Jose, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Adventures with Roxanne has made it in. Hello, welcome in.
Good morning.
Hi.
Oh, here we go. Cruiser McKee says Scott should do this show in his bee suit.
I have a completely separate channel where you will get to see me in my bee suit in every video.
Hang on. Eddie dropped this link, and then while they get a chance to click that one, I'm going to go ahead and get that link over there and see if I can get to it quickly. Hang
I
on.
put it everywhere. I put it on all channels.
Okay, you put it on all the channels.
And thank you for that. Yeah, that is a very good thing to hang on to right there. And here is Scott's other channel. Right now, he has 11 subscribers. By the end of the show, I expect him to have more. So there's his link. And if you're into bees or honey or
just want to see Scott do something different.
Yeah, and if you're if you're even just curious about it, So.
yeah. And since
I'm
he's not dropping cruise vlogs, hey, maybe you could catch the videos whenever they come in. Be sure to turn.
Here's the problem. I filmed an entire video for that channel already, and halfway through the video, my camera fell over, and the rest of the video is blurry, and I'm really shooting myself in the head. But I'm probably gonna release it and just with 1,000 apologies.
Mm-hmm.
And ask everyone not to judge me based on the quality of that first video.
It's all good. It's better than us doing some stuff like this right here. It's just this is indicative of the muster drill. Let's make all the Scott believers out there believe again. There we go. Let's make YouTube great again. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures has a coffee IV running this morning.
Oh, my
That'll work.
God. Yeah.
Let us know how that works out. Okay, yeah, here we go. Jennifer. Yes, Chloe was stressed and needed a trip to the British Virgin Islands.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Okay. Oh, snap. The Queen has made it in. Elizabeth.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, babe.
I hope I hope the car is clear and that they don't start making honey in there. But then if they do, hey, that'll work.
So here's the thing. One of the things I didn't, it was an afterthought. One of the things is I have to transport my smoker between yards, and it doesn't exactly just go out.
Right.
Right. So I was like, my gosh, how am I going to transport my smoker?
Ride with the windows down.
No, I came up, I found this really great idea. An ash can, right, for like a fireplace, and it has a really tight lid.
A big coffee can.
No, the smoker is big.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So anyway, so now I'm gonna have this big ash can. So like literally our cars are turning into trucks.
Nice.
Oh, God.
That's where a truck would come in handy. Midlife Travel says, Scott, the frozen grape juice was so good.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, don't give him ideas.
Mm.
Midlife Travels. It is 61 degrees here this morning with a high of 63 and a low of 40 tonight in Southeast Oklahoma. Wow. Yo-yo weather. That's that yo Oklahoma in the house.
Sick weather.
Yeah, what's 48 degrees here right now.
Still
And
cold.
Wow, warm.
Our low tonight will be 37.
Mm-hmm.
It's still cold there.
It's still freezing. Like it's 48 degrees right now. It is raining. It's going to be raining for the next 2 days. But even like for the next days or whatever, like tomorrow's only 49, Thursday's 53, Friday is 46, Sunday is 58. It doesn't really start getting warm until I'm down in the Caribbean, which then I don't really care because it's going to be warm down there.
103 degrees.
Captain Billy J says 15 minutes for a pizza and just 15 minutes to save you 15% or more for car insurance.
Right.
And we got a donation of butter toast in the chat,
Thanks,
which
Tinker.
automatically inspires this one right here. There you go. That's for you, Scott. Butter toast. Yes, we bring it back.
Rain to stop because I have to get back into my bees and make sure everything is good.
Right.
Before you leave.
I can't get in there when it's raining.
Mm-hmm. Oh, snap. Robert Graham has made it into the chat. Hello, welcome in. Coming to us 3 different ways here. And it says, we love you, Uncle J and Aunt S.
Oh. Okay, nephew.
It's funny. I know, right?
Eddie, that's another personality.
Oh, yeah. Feel better, Ross. For sure.
Please.
Absolutely. Here we go. Peach preserves for Sherry. Chris likes grape jelly. Midlife Travel says.
I love grape jelly. The sweeter the
and
better.
peanut butter crackers. Quiet as it's kept. I wish Elijah was here because he likes the peanut butter crackers that Mom shares with him.
Yeah.
So we could talk about peanut butter all you want to,
but I don't like jelly and peanut butter.
Is there anything in today's history about peanut butter and jelly?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know yet. I'm letting that one ride until there might be. Will G, good morning.
Good morning,
Welcome
Will
in.
G.
Okay, there we go. This is better. Captain Billy J says, thank goodness Scott is wearing a bee suit and not his birthday suit.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
This guy's always thinking above the yard,
That would be disastrous.
Oh, yeah.
PK Adventure Travel says, is that only fan Scott or only cruising nudes? Sorry, this isn't the After Dark show. Wow. Hey, Canadian Family Life has made it in. Let us know what's in the crock pot today.
Hey,
are we
Tiffany.
making anything taco related or what's going on? Oh, you got a sub. Tinkerbell. Thank you so much for that connection. And that's what we all about.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, we got a dance request here. Grapefruit Scott again very soon. And dancing maybe with Drunk Rob beside or behind him. Well, you have to come on 2.0 to get that. Goldie says it is 16 degrees Celsius, but yesterday it was 26 degrees Celsius, just April weather.
Oh, wow.
Mike and Rihanna says it is 31 degrees and sunny with a high of 67 today.
Nice.
That's some good weather. Good weather.
That's good weather to go to get some chicken.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Here's a public service announcement here. Whoever is sending us the snow, please stop. LOL.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Talk to Mike and Rihanna. Don't talk to us.
And Canadian Family Life says, actually, yes, it is something taco related.
Oh, wow. We got to watch it.
Hey, we did tacos the other day.
Yeah, we have to watch it on the big screen.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we are caught up in the chat, and let me show you what we have here today. It's not a visitor. It's just a real good look at what's going on here. And that's what it looked like a while ago. It's very foggy out here today.
It's still foggy. I went outside before the show, and
the camera's not in motion. The camera.
It's really.
I know. Living that close to that roller coaster, you are down there riding it often, aren't you, Jeremy?
Nope.
That
is fake news right there, ladies and gentlemen.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like heights. Period.
I don't like heights at all.
And the kids tease him about it.
They want to go on there. I'm just trying to get in for a good turkey leg because I went there one time and it was like a walk-on pass. You paid $10 just to walk on and go shop around at the shops. And because they got shops and rides and, all things fun. I went in there and it got me a nice size, big turkey leg, like the ones they have out at the Texas Renaissance Festival. That was good. But today, if you are coming to Galveston, we are waking up to 71 degrees with 88% humidity and fog. If you are still here this afternoon, we're going all the way up to 80 degrees with 43% humidity and sunny. So, Scott, if you want to catch that plane, by the time you make it here, it'll be 80 degrees and you can bask.
Yeah.
It's on his way.
So where are our ships today? Let's see. The Carnival Breeze is in Progreso. The Dream is in Costa Maya. The Jubilee is in Mahogany Bay, Honduras. The Disney Magic is also in Progreso. The Norwegian Prima is in Cox and Hull. The Regal Princess is in Tortola, British Virgin Islands. The Harmony and Voyager of the Seas are both at sea. So let's see who else has made it into the chat. Yeah. The magic word. Yep. Snow. Yep.
Yeah.
That was Tiffany that said it. That was not necessarily us. Just first.
It was,
Okay. PK Adventure Travel says, I usually go to Plant City during the strawberry season and get a ton and then make my own jam, and that lasts me until next season. Most of the time, though, I put it on buttered toast or a buttered bagel.
Wait, no. See, I go with Scott on this bagel and jelly. And
hey, man.
I can't do it. No.
That'll work. I used to do cream cheese and jelly.
Oh, my God.
On my bagel.
That's just wrong.
Yes, I did.
That.
It's really good, too.
No.
I was a kid whenever I tried it. I'm not sure about now. It's like bad weather. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Leonard Family Fun, currently 70 degrees in Birmingham with a high of 80. Forecast today, severe thunderstorms with a high chance of hail and tornadoes. It's April in Alabama.
Yeah, it's tornado weather now.
My goodness. Will G, 61 degrees and sunny in Central Texas. That'll work. And thank you for that reminder. Nightbot has made it into the chat. Hello, welcome in. Everybody hit that like button. Thank you so much for that reminder. Nightbot. Okay, and Cruising on the High Season Travels is asking Tiffany to check your inbox. He has a gift for you.
Oh,
well, that'll work. So we are all caught up in the chat again, which you know what that means. It is now time for Jeremy to go bananas. Welcome to Jeremy Goes Bananas, the segment of the show where I attempt to read what happened on this day in history. And today is no different. It is Taco Tuesday, April 2nd. And on this day in history, You know, I would really like to run into the post that says today is officially named Taco Tuesday or something like that. That would be awesome. 1513, on this day in history, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon landed on the coast of Florida and established the first cruise port. It has to be something cruise related. I mean, hey, wasn't he on a boat?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It was carrying people. They cruised across the Atlantic.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Transatlantic cruise ended up in Florida. In 1681, King Charles II of England officially proclaimed the charter he had granted in March to William Penn for the Quaker colony of Pennsylvania in North America.
I bet they got a lot of stuff in Pennsylvania about William Penn.
In
the one that started Pennsylvania. So.
Yeah. The founder. In 1865, in the face of advancing Union forces, Confederate troops evacuated Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the Confederate States of America during the American Civil War. Virginia.
Yep.
In 1891, see, I didn't know that. In 1891, German sculptor and painter Max Ernst, who was a leading advocate of irrationality in art, was born. In 1914, British actor Alec Guinness, who was known for the variety and excellence of his stage and screen characterizations, was born. That one almost got away from me.
Right.
In 1917, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson asked Congress for a declaration of war against Germany. In 1968, Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey had its world premiere in Washington, D.C. It became a classic, setting the benchmark for sci-fi films.
Fantastic movie. However, it's one of those few situations where I think the sequel was actually better.
In 1978, the soap opera Dallas debuted as a 5-part miniseries on American television. Hugely popular, it became a running series and revolutionized primetime dramas. In 1982, Argentine troops seized the Falkland Islands, precipitating the Falkland Islands War with Britain.
I remember that.
In 1992, American organized crime boss John Gotti was convicted on 13 criminal counts, including the murder of Paul Castaneo and others, racketeering and obstruction of justice, and was sentenced to life in prison.
But I want to ask Eddie this. Eddie, do you remember him? When you were in New York,
Y'all collaborated, right?
No, because I used to really.
Wait, let me see his face.
No, I used to really put John Gotti up on a pedestal because he did so much for the neighborhood. You know, so I mean, he used to give out turkeys.
Yeah, he gave away turkeys, right?
Sure, keep everybody quiet.
Yeah.
So he was a good guy. To me, he was a good guy, you know. And I was one of those people that followed the mafia. I used to read books, you know.
There's a whole lot of throwing yourself.
Mafia is a myth. It doesn't exist.
See, I love that kind of. I used to want to be one of the mafia wives back in the day. Go ahead, I'm done.
In 2015, Portuguese filmmaker Manuel de Oliveira, who was known for richly meditative and often self-reflective films that were frequently inspired by literary and theatrical works, died at the age of 106. And sadly, on this day in 2005, Bishop of Rome and head of the Roman Catholic Church from 1978, Pope John Paul II, who was the first non-Italian pope in 455 years and the first from a Slavic country, died in Vatican City this day in 2005. And that will do it for Jeremy Goes Bananas. All right. Well, let me see. Ooh. Hey, we got a subscriber update. The Unlikely Beak has 14. We're going for 20 people. 20.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
need to go for 20.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Obi-Wan Kenobi was born on this day.
What?
That's what
I get it.
Yeah, PK Adventure Travels.
I think he was asking that, right? Did he hear
I don't
that?
know. I just closed it out. I closed the tab. I didn't see anything about PB&J though. What's going on with this day in history for the PB&J?
Oh, I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I had missed something.
No. I was just wondering.
You did. You
I
did
mean,
miss
it was. I just thought to myself, it must have been like an omen or something like that because there was such an intense discussion about.
Well, no,
right?
Wow.
I don't like pink.
Leonard Family Fun. I just screamed laughing. Cheryl, the mafia wife, you go, girl.
Yeah.
But you ended up with old boy from H-Town. So, I mean, it is what it is. Eddie, what did I miss in this day in history? I get mine from Britannica, not Yahoo.
No, the Alec Guinness is Obi-Wan. The original one. The original OG.
Okay.
Right.
That'll work.
Yep. But yeah, if he was born today, it was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Alec Guinness. Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll work. Who are we subbing to? Okay. Scott, our co-host, has started a beekeeping channel. Okay. And while the channel doesn't have any content just yet, as we know, Scott's working on some things in the background, trying to get some content into the channel. But his channel is called The Unlikely Beak. And a beak is short for beekeeper.
Yeah, nickname for a beekeeper.
Right. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that link in the event that you want to go check it out. Our goal for today is to get him up to 20 at least before he drops his first video. Maybe that'll motivate him to go ahead and do that.
And let me tell you,
I think I actually said that one time, because they're doing so much up there, right? They're cooking, they've got solar, they've got all this stuff going on up there. And I think I thought to myself one time, boy, if I lived there, I would have that entire backyard filled with bee boxes.
Yep.
Now, it might be a little difficult to keep them alive in that climate, although I'm sure there are beekeepers in Canada. So,
yep. Okay,
so
got him.
Interesting.
Canadian Family Life, got you.
Okay, and it's so interesting. I'm telling you, you're looking at a person that look at spiders. I have Mark the Spider guy, and he's in London, and his whole thing, his whole panel on Saturdays is spiders. People that keep spiders.
But if she sees a spider here in the house, she's gonna run out of
that's
that.
why I am deathly terrified of anything that flies and stings. Okay, so that's why I am the unlikely beekeeper, because I'm the last person who would want to be surrounded by tens of thousands of flying, stinging insects.
Right.
But I fell in love with it. I am so beyond fascinated with it. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Right. Except for bringing the people the cruise and travel industry news.
Morning, this news brought to you by A&B.
And frozen sangria.
Yes, and frozen sangria. So, so today's news story is actually going to be a video story. It's a broadcast from a South Carolina news station, and it's regarding the NCL Dawn and the situation. So I'm going to preface this a little bit. So the NCL Dawn was visiting an African island called Principal, and there was an incident where some passengers were left behind. It's also the inspiration for today's. There's a part, a kind of an aspect of this story that inspired today's question of the day as well. So there's not really much more to preface it without, kind of, doing the story myself. So we're gonna run that video and then go back and talk about it. So.
And thanks for joining us. It's a massive distance, 5,960 miles. That's how far one couple is from their home in Garden City. Jill and Campbell boarded a Norwegian cruise March 20th. A week later, they and 7 other passengers were left stranded on the African island nation of Sao Tome. And of course, they also, after their ship actually left without them. After numerous attempts of trying to get a hold of Norwegian, the group is now scrambling to figure out exactly how to get back on that ship and get home. ABC 15's Joel Vasquez spoke with a couple about the situation. So what are they doing now, Joel?
Jen, Jill and Jay Campbell are frequent Norwegian Cruise Line passengers. In fact, they tell me that they've already traveled with them 3 times this year. However, on Wednesday, their vacation took a turn for the worse when they were on a tour. Jill and Jay Campbell were on what was supposed to be a memorable cruise, and now it is for all the wrong reasons.
We have never had an experience like this before.
On Wednesday, the Campbells and 6 other people were on a tour in Sao Tome and Principe, a small island off of Western Africa, but the tour was longer than expected.
We were like, our timings get really short. And they were like, no problem, we can get you back within an hour.
They say the tour operator had contacted the captain to let them know that the 8 passengers were going to be late, but they were on their way. When they arrived to the port, the ship was still anchored, but they say that the captain refused to let them on board.
The harbor master tried to call the ship. The captain refused to call. We sent emails to NCL, the NCL customer service, the emergency number. They said, well, the only way for us to get in touch with the ship is to send them emails. They're not responding to our emails.
Eventually, the Sao Tome Coast Guard loaded all 8 passengers on a boat and took them to the anchored ship. They say that the captain told the Coast Guard to take the passengers back to the island.
The captain could have made an easy decision to turn one of the tender boats back, pick us up, safely load us, and then go on the way. They had no port of call for the next day. They were simply going to be at sea.
The group consists of 7 Americans and 2 Australians, 4 of which are elderly. One has a heart condition and another is a paraplegic. There's another married couple from Delaware. The wife is pregnant. The group eventually met an 80-year-old woman who got a concussion and lost part of her vision following a cruise line tour. The Campbells say that she was left at the hospital without any money or her belongings, and her emergency contact was never notified by the cruise line.
I truly believe sometimes we're put in certain places for a reason, and I believe we were put in this place for the 8-year-old woman that was left alone. God forbid what would have happened to that lady if we were not here.
None of the other passengers have their medications or credit cards that are accepted on the island. The Campbells are the only ones with a Visa card, and they've paid over $5,000 in food, toiletries, and hotels for the group. And while they're almost 6,000 miles away from home, Jay is just happy to have Jill by his side.
This woman's been a saint. I don't know where the whole group would be without her strength, guidance, and compassion for others. I'm honored and blessed to have the smartest woman in the world next to me.
Now, they have received help from the U.S. Embassy in Angola, and on Sunday, the group is flying to the Gambia. However, they can only get on the ship if the cruise line approves their request. The Campbells say they haven't heard back at all. We've also have reached out to the Norwegian Cruise Line about the incident, and they have not responded. Jen?
Joel, thank you. I know you'll continue to keep in touch with them and keep a check on them. The Campbells are grateful for the help that they have received from the people of Sao Tome so far. They just ask for prayers that they are able to get home.
Okay, somebody's got to take over on that side, Eddie or
yeah. So I went ahead and dumped it out. So yeah. So I mean, like, absolutely, a very unique situation. I think this is very different than your standard peer runner kind of scenario. And, then to go, a step further, we have this situation with, the captain. I mean, here's the ship still anchored, right? Like, the ship's not even, it's not like it's sailing away anywhere. It's still anchored, and the captain still refuses to allow the local Coast Guard to come alongside and, and allow the passengers to come on board. So You know, a very unique situation. And in my opinion, given that circumstance, the fact that the ship was still anchored, it really hadn't gone anywhere yet. They weren't trying to meet a timeline on anything. Like I said, they had mentioned that the next day was a sea day, but the ship itself hadn't even left yet. It was still anchored. The fact that they would not allow those passengers to come on board, you know, is just, again, another situation where the cruise lines are behaving badly and they are clearly not going to do the right thing on their own. And it is further evidence to why we need a passenger bill of rights for cruise lines like we have for airlines.
Right.
It was necessary for airlines because the airlines wouldn't do the right thing on their own. And I think that it's necessary for the cruise lines because they clearly won't either.
Yep. Traveling on the beautiful blue seas. What's up? Justin has made it into the house. Hello. Welcome. And let's see. If you haven't dropped your link, go ahead and do so. If you are here on Cruising is Fun Anytime or Jeremy Sheryl Cruise Adventures, type in the word #creator in the comment section here. Or if you're in Eddie Lugo Studios, type in #ELS or #YoYoYo. If you are in the Mustard Drills chat, please type in the word #TMD, and Nightbot will be glad to drop your link. He is another creator. It's Rob's close friend. Here is Justin, and he's doing cruise vlogs just like we are. So if you want to see another side of cruise vlogging, be sure to go and join him.
And he is from Canada.
Yep. And Goldie came in with the second channel. Hello, Goldie. Thank you for coming in. And she's asking how that sub count is. So we roll over here to the unlikely beak and we pull it up. And you are up to 23, good sir.
Yeah!
We reached our goal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Like I said, my first video is produced. Unfortunately, the camera fell over and it's kind of out of focus. You can still, tell what's going on. It's just not the greatest. So I apologize and promise I'm using a completely different camera from here on out. So it should not happen again. And there will definitely be more interesting content coming on that channel. So
speaking of interesting content, here we go. I told you if you wasn't going to do it, it's going to be me.
I get into it and it stops.
I know, right? And hang on, here's some motivation coming to you from Leonard Family Fun. Bloopers are great videos too, Scott.
Yeah.
That's
just for me. For me, the video quality is the biggest issue, obviously, right, because it's not super clear, but yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we are the bee dance. Yeah. I don't know that he had a bee dance. I caught a preview of the content. I'm an insider, so I got it like that. But there wasn't a bee dance going on.
He did it professional. Looking like
I love it. I love it. I didn't hear any of the audio, but I imagine it was done very well in the Scott.
I wonder if it was a lot of bzzz.
I don't know. But let's hear what the question of the day is. Was NCL being unreasonable in today's news story?
Right. And so that was basically what I elaborated on at the end of the news story. Just, the ship was anchored. It hadn't gone anywhere yet. Like I said, it was a unique situation. I doubt the Mexican Coast Guard is ever picking pier renters up in Cozumel and running them out to the ships and stuff like that. So it was a very unique situation. And I really feel like NCL was being unreasonable since the ship hadn't left yet. It hadn't gone anywhere. It was still anchored. And the the local Coast Guard had brought the passengers to the ship, but the captain refused. The harbor master tried to reach the captain on the radio. He refused to take the call. I just feel like in that situation, they were being way unreasonable. It was, in my opinion, way different than your standard pier runner kind of situation. So I feel like in that situation, the captain should have allowed the ship, unless there was some safety issue, which they didn't cite. And I can't imagine there would have been. So, but in any event, yes, I believe that NCL was being unreasonable in that situation.
Yep. Same thing here. I understand that the ship has to take off at a certain time, but they didn't take off. If they were anchored, good. See, my previous notion was that they had to chase the ship down and that they were underway. But if the ship is not underway, you're still making it back to the ship on time. I wonder, was this a tender port? Was this, like there had been tenders running back and forth all day long? I'm not sure about the extended story, but I would really like to know, was this a tender port? And if so, why was this boat ignored? It was clearly a military boat. It was marked with military markings, had to be. It clearly wasn't pirates. So why? Yeah. I would like to ask why,
And for me, was the excursion a NCL excursion, or was it an outside?
It was a private tour.
It was a private tour?
Yeah.
Then I'm sorry, fellas, I would have to go with the captain.
You going with the captain?
Yeah, because they were late, not because they took an NCL tour.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it is.
Okay. Well,
maybe I can get a job driving the ship.
You want to be a cruise ship captain?
Well, since I missed out on being
a mafia wife. All right. Leonard Family Fun says, of course NCL was being unreasonable. They have to know that tables will turn because they do turn.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth says it was a tender port.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, which is why the ship was anchored.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was anchored. I mean, clearly. Yeah. Here we go. Kathy Mills says someone recently reported that Holland America ship was at Half Moon Cay and did send a tender ship back for late passengers, but they incurred a $2,500 fee for not leaving the Bahama area on time.
Oh, yeah. And we learned that from Jennifer.
Yeah, they do pay fines.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I watched something that Jennifer from Embarkation did.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about the fine. I'm a cruiser, and I never knew that. But I always
so here's the thing. So when the ship pushes back, right? So like you've seen these stories where when people get there and the ship is like almost right there, like you could almost reach out and touch it, right?
Right.
It is untied and pushed away, right? So it's a technicality, but then if it were to then bow thrust back against the dock, and get tied up again, it would be basically like a completely new docking, and there would be a complete new set of port fees, right? Yep. So I understand that. I completely get that. But in this situation, it was a tender port. The ship had not lifted its anchor. It was still anchored. It was still sitting where it had been. And like I said, in my opinion, very unique situation. And the vessel that arrived was a military vessel under the local authority, right? So, yeah.
Goldie says, these are the stories that make people afraid to go on cruises. How about the 85-year-old lady? I mean, I'm still thinking about her too. It's like, if these people hadn't have gone, if these people hadn't have went through what they're going through, who would know about the 80-year-old lady?
Yeah.
And it looks like the locals are really wrapping their arms around them. I noticed the little dude sitting in the back. I thought that was kind of cool. A lot of foreign countries will just take you into their homes. It's, you know, that I know that the dude paid for hotels and stuff like that, but that can only hold out for so long.
Right.
You know, they're eventually going to have to reach out to the locals for some, you know, for some real support. And it looks like it's already happening. So that's a good side to the ship. Oh, here we go. Captain Billy J says the real captain would have left Eddie behind. Here we go. And
If
yet,
you're not a real captain, I'm not worried.
Midlife Travel says, from my understanding, it was a private tour, and yes, it was a tender port, but I feel like NCL was a bit unreasonable. You know,
yeah, given the circumstances, it's a very unique situation. So very different than your standard Cozumel pier runner.
Yeah, right. I mean, you got a military boat showing up with people trying to get back on the ship. At least hear them out.
Yeah.
At least hear them out. You know, even if it means screaming through a you know, like a bullhorn or something like that, get an understanding as to why you rolled it up on the ship in the first place.
Exactly.
Because isn't security supposed to check that out? Isn't somebody supposed to talk to these people?
Right.
The captain wasn't coming to the phone.
It don't matter. The security team on the ship should have checked it out. That lets me know how quickly a ship could roll, or a boat can roll up on a ship and nobody talk to them.
Yeah.
That exposes.
I mean, listen, I was kind of mad at the captain on the getaway, right? So the captain on the getaway, you know, he decides to blow the one port that I was really looking forward to off, the last port, right? And he was very clear. He said, because we are going to be arriving back in New York so early, we will be completely docked, completely cleared and everything else, and everybody will be able to get off the ship starting at 6 a.m. I was up and out and showered and out of my room at 5:45, down to Oceans to get in whatever line I was anticipating, you know, seeing. And then it didn't let us off till 7. Right now, to what degree that was, you know, the captain's fault or not, I don't know. But I was really mad being told that I could get off at 6 and then couldn't. And I literally made it onto the train with such little time to spare that I was on the train, sitting in a seat before I was even able to get into the Amtrak app and switch my train ticket from the later train to the one that I was sitting on. Because I had I got into Penn Station. First of all, my Uber driver dropped me off at the PATH train exit or entrance, and not the actual Penn Station entrance. So I had to run through the PATH station. And if you don't know that, PATH are the trains that go over to Jersey from New York. So I had to run through the PATH station and through the, you know, like the throughway from the PATH station into Penn Station, and then run through Moyan train hall till I could get to the gate and the platform. And then that was the slowest escalator there ever was, right? And I was like, by the time I get to the bottom of the escalator, it's going to be just enough time to see the train pulling out of the station. But I did get on. So anyway,
that'll work. Leonard Family Fun says NCL stand by their action. I am sure. I personally would not risk missing the ship, no matter how good the tour is. But NCL could have accommodated the passengers if they were still docked, just ice cold. Ice cold. Yeah, that was not cool at all.
And the captain was kind of mean by not answering the phone.
Yeah. I mean, he could have at least answered and said, no, sorry.
Either that or he was otherwise indisposed for something he had no business doing. So let's see. Speaking of cruises that you can go on and not get left behind because you're going to be with us and we're going to like call you out and say, come on back to the ship.
And you might just jump in the water, in the pool.
I don't know. Yeah, you could jump in the water or have some sangria or have some wonderful things going on, some Cuban coffee and all of this good stuff that Eddie is about to tell you about. What is happening? We're confused.
October 28th, this year, we're going to be living out of Tampa on the Carnival Paradise. We're going to go down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman, man. On a 6-day cruise out of Tampa, like I said. A bunch of us will be there. Come on. We got some cabins available. get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. So you put your deposit down and get your cabin and come along and hang out with us. We're going to celebrate Halloween. We're going to celebrate Jeremy, Scott, and Mike from Cruise Nuts. Their birthdays. They're all turning 21. So we'll be there to have a good time. So, like I said, get in touch with Bruce, get your deposit down. You could pay up the cruise by July 31st, and then meet us down in Tampa. Me and Alice, hopefully, will be there on the Saturday, the 26th, to greet everyone that is coming down for the cruise. So, go, hurry up and get in touch with him, and check out this video.
Lugo Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Yep. Just let me do a quick stat check on the Unlikely Beak. Yep. Still holding strong. 23 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for coming through for Scott this morning. We really, really, really appreciate it. And as soon as he drops that first video, you will be the first to be notified as long as you hit that notification bell.
That's right.
But he doesn't want to be heard because he's muted right now.
I'm definitely dropping it this week. So it'll definitely be there to see. So.
Where's that preacher sound? Go ahead and play it for yourself.
Not on this stream deck.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh my God.
That ain't no good. No good at all. Boo. Okay, Orange Cone Blog says cruise booked, airfare booked, hotel booked, shuttles not booked, pineapple retarded purchased, booze cruise, here I come. Hey, that'll work.
We'll see you.
That dog will hunt right there. All right. And so let's see. Before we let the people go, y'all got anything else you want to cover?
I don't know.
I think we are good for today.
The people that are coming on later.
Oh, yeah. We got a schedule for the remainder of the day on YouTube.
And by the way, Ross, if anything, I'm hoping to be there Saturday. If anything, I could pick you up at the airport and take you to the hotel. So Joe, let me know. And coming up today, following up at 10 a.m., anything is possible. 11 will be Chile Cruises. 12 noonish, we Mayhem and Miracles. It's not a set time for that, but that's why I always go noonish. 12:15, Scratching Pete PA. 4:45, Live with Marlene. 6 p.m. tonight, Destination Fun. Also, Two-Bird Chat. 7 p.m. Traveling with Tinkerbell. 9 p.m. Ocean to Ocean Travel. And closing the night will be at 10 p.m. Eastern. Nautical Nurse Nancy.
All right. And speaking of creators, before we get out of here, the Unlikely Beak has reached 24 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for coming through today. We really appreciate you for checking out the show, especially all of you that stayed with us till the end. Y'all take care of each other and yourselves out there. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Love you.
Bye.